Hi guys and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Primark makeup testing video. I've only got a few bits. I've got a foundation, a eyeshadow palette, a mascara and some liquid lipsticks for that. And I just made this look. It's kind of a 60s sort of inspired purple look and I don't know. I just went with it and I like it. If you want to see how I made this look, then carry on watching. Okay, so first I'm going to go with is foundation. This is the My Perfect Colour Perfect Finish Foundation in the shade Porcelain. I didn't really test it out in the shop. This was just the lightest shade they had, so this that was one I was going to go for. It does say it's medium to full coverage. Let's test the shade. We'll just have a little cap on the end, which is good I suppose, because it wasn't sealed on the outside at all, so it's good that this middle bit's going to be sealed. So this is what the shade looks like on my hand. Obviously I've just kind of squeezed on there. I'm just going to go in and put a bit on my face and start blending out. It smells like baby wipes with a slight bit of like a floralness to it. Actually it's a nice shade for me as well. I don't know if it's maybe slightly too pale, but it is a nice shade for pale skin. There's not really any orange undertone to it, which is nice because usually it's quite hard to kind of get a foundation that does match quite pale skin. But we'll see if it oxidizes at all and see whether it like changes colour as it goes along. I've just powdered my face and put some blush and bronzer on just because I didn't buy that from Primark either, but I'm just going to do a full look of it. The foundation actually looks really good. It hasn't settled too much in any of my pores. It hasn't gone like patchy or it looks like it's moved on my face. That's very good. And under my eyes I didn't put any concealer, but it doesn't look like it's creased too much, and it also doesn't look like it's creased much on my eyelids. You know, sometimes when you put too much foundation or you put product on your eyelids and it then creases, it doesn't look like it's done that, which is quite good. So yeah, it's a decent foundation. I'll just see how it lasts throughout the day. The only thing I've been thinking about is maybe like here and here, maybe on my nose where I do get a bit oily, how well that's going to stay and whether it will then start to separate. But for £2.50, that's a decent foundation so far is what I'm thinking. I'm going to leave it on and see how I get on throughout the day, but otherwise, yeah, £2.50 is a really good price for that. So the eyeshadow palette I'm going to be using today is this Purple Mist. Kind of matches my nails and my top today, that's what I was thinking. So nice like purple themed day. And inside it hasn't actually got a mirror, which I do like, but at the same time, if you want to take this on the go, to go and get ready for a night out or something, or just it's naturally to hold the eyeshadow palette in your hand and then do this and look at your eyes. But I guess maybe by them not having the mirror in there, they could make it cheaper, the packaging, possibly. I'm just going to take my Real Techniques crease defining brush, and I think I'm just going to go into this shade at the top here, which is called Flawless. So just taking that shade, I am then just going to go all over my eyelid with it. Then I'm taking my crease prep brush by Real Techniques and I'm going to go into the shade Violet, which is this one here, and just put that into my crease. I do really like this brush. It's just, you can put it against where the line when your crease is and it naturally just kind of sits then up into your brow bone, so it gives a really nice amount of colour to put on there. And obviously then you can blend it out further from that, or if you wanted a smaller amount in your crease, I'd probably use a thinner brush to get that in there and then use this one to blend it out afterwards as well. I don't really know if these eyeshadows are going to be that pigmented. This exact colour that I was using, the bright one, didn't come out too much, but it is a nice buildable kind of eyeshadow. And I guess it is good because sometimes when working with bright colours you are a bit scared to go in when they are very pigmented and they're hard to blend out, whereas this is nice to kind of keep building on it. It's just going to take a bit more time, but then you might also spend that amount of time normally blending the pigmented eyeshadow out. So I think this is kind of nice actually. I'm then going to go into Mellow, which is this shade here, and just do the same with that as well. I'm just going to go with that original brush we had and the first shade we used and just use that kind of blend out the up edges, if that makes sense. Just so it's a bit more of a softer look, but we've still got the colour and we've still got the shape there. Then I'm going to take my large smudge brush and go in with the shade Twilight, which is this brown colour. Then I'm taking my shading brush and going into the shade Hazy Lilac, just this very lightest one here. And I'm going to put that one all over the lid where I haven't put any other eyeshadow yet. I'm just going back in with the purple and the brown colours there, using my crease defining brush and just kind of blending it out again, just so we get a nice colour mix between that lighter shade I put on and the one at the top here as well. And it was slightly too brown for my liking as well, maybe I should have added a bit of purple in with that. So that's why I'm just going back in with the purple now and just putting it into the crease again here. Once I blended those two out, I've kind of just gone with the darker shade, the brown there again, and just kind of put that bit more into my crease because I felt I lost a lot of definition when I was blending it out, and I think this is kind of the look I want to go for now. So I've just gone for a bit more in and then just blended the two together again. Next I'm going to go in with the shade Fall. I'm just going to use my finger to place it over the top of that lighter purple shade we'd already put on there. It's a bit messier than I originally wanted it to be. There is glitter absolutely everywhere, but I guess it's kind of like the way the shadow's been packed, maybe. The glitter's quite loose in there. It's quite fine, but it is then like everywhere. So I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and just brush most of that off. And then for eyeliner, I'm going to use the small angled brush from e.l.f. I'm just going to dip into that black sparkly shade there. I'm just going to spray it to see what it goes like. I'm using my Vitamin E Skincare Hydrating Mist from Superdrug. And then hopefully do some eyeliner with it. Next I've got the False Lash Queen Mascara. Yes, it's meant to be a dupe or a replica of Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It just looks very similar to it on the packaging and everything. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with that. The formula of the mascara is a lot thinner than I thought it was going to be, especially on the pack, because it said that 95% of people saw instant volume and plumps the lashes, and it increases lash length and dramatic volume, which I don't think it does at all. My lashes are actually really quite thin still, and I've used other mascaras that are around the same price point or more or less, and they have made my lashes more thicker and just more like had a bit more volume to them, whereas it has really separated my lashes. And I do like the brush on it as well, it's quite nice and soft and everything, but I don't think it just gives volume to the lashes, that's all. Liquid matte lipsticks here in the Mocha edit. There are a few different colours, but I kind of like this one more, so I went for this. I don't really know if it's going to match the eyeshadow look today, but I just thought I'd use these colours more than any of the others. The packaging is very similar to the Huda Beauty, so I think it's meant to be like a dupe slash replica of those. They don't actually have any colour names on them either, so I'm just going to show you which ones I have got. I'm just going to do some swatches on my hand first. So these are the swatches, darkest to lightest. So the lipsticks, they do dry down, but not to the extent that a normal liquid lipstick would do, and it is like transferring still when you touch it. This is the lighter shade I've got on my lips at the moment. It is slightly too orangey peachy undertone for me, but I just thought it looked good with the eyeshadow where it's sort of like 60s vibes. But I will show you the other colours on my lips as well. So this is the second lighter shade. It's quite like caramel sort of toffee tones to it, but then again it is a bit more of an orange undertone still. But I think it's because it's a dark colour, it does slightly suit me more. This is the third lighter shade. It is more of like a brick sort of brown, if that makes sense. It hasn't really got the red undertones to it, again slightly orange still, but I think I prefer it to the other two. It is amazing as well how lipstick can transform a look, because before this was looking quite girly and quite like 60s sort of vibe with the eyes, and now I put a darker lip on it, almost looks kind of like futuristic, sci-fi, gothic-y sort of thing. So you can still get away with doing the same eyeshadow a lot of the time, and if you want to mix up your look, put a different lipstick on, because it makes it look so different. Like I wouldn't have normally chose to put this colour lipstick with this eyeshadow look, but it actually looks okay. Like it's a sort of different vibe, but it's nice, it's cool. So the products I like the most today were probably some of the eyeshadows, and obviously it being the Purple Mist theme, it was mainly purples in there, but it would have been nice just to have a few different blending shades or like contour shades in there, like a few browns or browns that match the purple, because I found this one didn't necessarily match so well, but maybe a few different tones of the purple and a few different tones of blending colours as well would have been a bit nice. And also just not having the mirror in there, but once again it's probably just a packaging thing. The foundation I actually really likes. I'm going to see how it goes, like in a wear test first, and then decide whether I actually like it. But also for £2.50, that's pretty decent for the look that it has given me compared to some other foundations which can be quite thick or clingy or for different skin types. So I think I'm just lucky I picked up this one. They do have a few other foundations, but some are about £5, and I decided, me being cheap, decided to go with the cheapest one. The mascara I didn't really go much on. It didn't do too much. It didn't give me much volume to my lashes, just kind of separated them a bit and gave it a nice 60s look, which I was kind of going for with the whole eye look today. With the liquid lipsticks, I would just say that, I don't know, I would just say, for starters, they don't even have names on them, which isn't that big of a deal because you can just pick it up and go, oh, I like this colour. But because they are quite similar in colours, or say if you bought other packs and you wanted, like, you had a few similar colours and you kind of forget which one's which, it's hard to tell what they are and what ones you've used before because there's no shade names on there. So I would say that's like one of the things to sort out. Another thing would be that they didn't really seem to dry down completely to the point where it wouldn't come off. It was still transfer. It felt like it was just a cream lipstick on my lips rather than a liquid lipstick, but they were quite lightweight still and they do feel comfortable, and it doesn't really feel like I've got anything on my lips, so I guess that's kind of good, but just to the point where it doesn't really stay. Do your research and find out which ones you like. I think it's best just to test things as well. Like, I didn't know what they was going to be like. I might have absolutely loved them. They could have been the best thing ever, and I wouldn't have known until I tried them. So now I've tried them and I know I don't personally like them, so in future I probably won't buy them again, but I'll just shop around and find another matte liquid lipstick to use and try that instead. That's the thing of it a lot of time as well, just finding what works for you. You can listen to people's recommendations and what they recommend and what they say works and stuff, but it's down to the formula as well. If you don't like it on your lips in a certain drying way, even if someone else says it's good, then it's not good for you, is it? Okay, so thank you for watching my Primark makeup video today. I am going to try out a few different things from Primark. I say this in every single video. I like testing out makeup. I just want to buy all the makeup in the world and just test it all, okay? And doing videos just gives me an excuse to, if anything, so that's why I like it. Yeah, so thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you do. And I'll see you again soon. Bye! I'm just going to match the